My dear community, welcome. We start our live session. What we will do today, we will analyze crypto market. I will show to you where exactly we can take a trade. Also, I will show to you ideas that played out previously, and what exactly you can trade during current market conditions. Because you can see volatility drop on the crypto market during last several weeks, and you need to know how to adjust to current market conditions. Because during each market condition, you need to trade slightly differently. And I will show to you what's the main difference. Additionally, I will show to you trading plans to major coins, what we exactly can trade, and reply to your questions. That's why it would be interesting and I would say practical. At this moment, I ask all of you write about audio video quality rated from 1 to 10. 10 means everything is excellent, you enjoy. 1, it means horrible. Right, please. And please push like because that will boost this live and more people will be with us. Hi, guys. Yes, hi. Yes, hello. And let me check. Okay, we send it to our community that we had started. Good. Where are you, Yuri? I'm good. I am good. I am in my apartment, do live session with you. Hello, everyone. The sound is great. Good. Okay, let's start. I hope you have a great mood. Let's start with, as always, with top coins. And after that, like what we do at this moment, we analyze major coins. I will show to you where we take trades. And after that, I will show to you how you adjust to current market conditions and what exactly you need to trade during this market. Right plus, if that's okay, and we can start. Right plus that you're ready. We waited a few seconds to see that every person would come here and join. Okay, good. Okay, let me start sharing my screen. I always check everything from my cell phone. That's why let's do this one. Okay, good. Okay, what about current market condition and what exactly we can trade right now and what exactly we can do? Good, 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 good. A little bit more. Okay. At this moment, as always, the most important for us it is a BTC and what's going on with Bitcoin market. Because Bitcoin for us, why Bitcoin is the most important? Because Bitcoin create volatility and Bitcoin create the most important moves. At this moment, globally, we still in a major downward trend. How many of you remember when we took short here at VWAP? Write plus into your chat if you remember those analysis, those ideas that I shared in our public Telegram. A lot of our ideas. Why this stuff is super important? Because I need to check to change internet provider because sometimes it's lagging. Because of that, I need to close all other programs to do live session with you. You just need to understand that we still inside of this downward trend. I know that at this moment, many of you could be exhausted and you may be looking for some reversal. Yes, I know that a little bit laggy, my friends, because I my internet provider is weak. On next week, I will change internet provider, and there will be, as always, good translations. I will get 1,000 megabits. That's why we need to work with what we have. Okay, we will talk about gold. Yes, we will talk about gold. For a start, about BTC. Global trend still down. But you can see that always price create range. If you can see that price during significant and aggressive trend, I would say maybe 25, 30% of the time, but 70% of the time price is inside of a range. And at this moment, we inside in a range, and it is a place where you need to trade only trap traders. What do I mean? Even inside our disc, most of such conditions, only significant open interest increase can show to us. That's why let me do this stuff for 80 general. Maybe I needed to drop a little bit quality. Okay, that's why regarding BTC, my major idea, if BTC would retest this key zone around 80, it would be one of the best places to look for short to continuation of this downward trend. Honestly, at this moment, BTC reminds to me something like this, as it was in a previous cycle when we had such range, or this situation when price did a range. After that, one more drop, and only after that reversal. It's super important that during a drop, there must be significant volume spike. That would be a clear signal that we finally close to bottom on BTC, because you can see here what we had. We had massive volume range, and after that start of a trend. Even here, significant volume, what price did, stop into really long and painful range. At this moment, main problem on BTC is that we had this decline and only really one significant volume spike, only one. We need at least 2-3 times, as more is better. Even here, example for you, when price reversed from a top, you can see there was significant volume spikes. There was during this pump at high significant volume spike. There was here significant volume spike. There was quite a lot of volume spike. At this moment, we don't have it, and because of that, it's difficult to call it a bottom. That's about global picture. About local picture, remember one important thing, that BTC at this moment inside in a range, and when price is in a range, only at range borders, it is a good place to take a trade. Which means at this moment, key area for long, it is 62,600 or 65,135. To take a trade here inside in the middle of nothing, it's really bad. On a crypto market, here's a question: what do you do what do you use for execution? On a crypto market, it's a little bit different, because on a crypto market, I do swing trading. Because you definitely need footprint clusters when you do scalping. When you do swing trading, you analyze it on a bigger scale, because volume profile, in the end, it is footprint but combined. And for me, the most important increase. Let me show it to you here. That's example for you how I execute. There was massive open interest increase. You can see in percentage, it is huge. In terms of percentage, 67, 100%. After that, what I do, I wait for some consolidation range, and at range high, we take short for continuation. Because for us, the most important is that there is significant volume. I will show with bigger details this stuff within a few minutes. Because during current market, we can trade only two things. We can trade or where significant volume enter, and we look for continuation, or price in a range, at range borders, we look for a trap. That's what really works during current market conditions. And Bright Plus, friends, if you would like to get information about those strategies and approach in details, if that's yes, if most people look for it, after finishing with analyzing top points, I will do it for you. Right plus if that's what you're looking for. That's why regarding BTC, price is in a range. Regarding long, as you can see, it is our 2 key levels. Regarding short, I will look for short only around 76.80 area, because at this moment you can see there's price didn't react it, and I would like to see some liquidity grab, because at this moment, additionally, main problem, we had bad news regarding potential nuclear war against Iran, and price failed to take this range low. Because of that, I understand the bigger chance there could be some upper liquidity before significant drop. Additionally, you can see when Bitcoin was at range low, there was significant open interest increase and price failed. It means sellers got absorbed with no result. That's why for new short, I would like to see good and beautiful trap around 75, 76, 80 area. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum as a browser of BTC follow it really closely, and the main problem that at this moment you can see price still in a range. Key area where we should look for a short. Let me show it to you. Additionally, beside volume profile inside in range, it's also good to use VWAP, because also VWAP can show to you range deviation. Of course, a good place for a short is around 23.85. If price, for example, reaches this area, you see some significant absorption, that's definitely a good place to take a short. Best place for a long, it is at range low. In the middle, my friends, it's difficult, because in the middle there could be plenty of stop loss hands. When price in the range, your major goal is to take trades around range borders. About TradFi, we will cover, because I trade but to execute trades where you, for example, our student, let me show to you. For example, few seconds, he trade both on. We will cover it within a few minutes. Let me finish with market analysis. That's why regarding Ethereum, add key areas. Good. If you have questions regarding Ethereum BTC, ask, because I would like to finish with top coins, and after that go on. Hyperliquid, go on. As you can see on Hyperliquid, many days ago. Seconds. You can see this plan go on. Price at this moment nearly took first target. It's really wise to close part of position to be risk-free. What about right now? Right now, my friend, only if price retest VWAP, retest 3470, 34 area, it would be possible to take new long. because sometimes additional stop loss hunt could happen at any moment. If price reaches this key zone, and there would be some open interest trap, some volume absorption, as it was, for example, here you can see big volume spike, and that it was exactly a moment for reversal. If something like this happens here, it's definitely wise to take new long with major target 43.76. Regarding short, I will look for short only at 43.76, 46 area. Why is this area? Because it is, of course, high of the swing structure. And there could be some significant absorption. But once more, I will take trade here only if I will see something like this. Massive open interest rise exactly into a top with no result. For me, it would be a signal of absorption. And after that, we can use such area as a powerful, for example, resistance, and easily can take a trade to major target, at least 1 to 3 risk reward it would be possible to make. Can we trade crypto futures as if we resident in EU? Yes, you can trade. Quite a lot of our clients use other exchanges. I will show to you how exactly. By the way, we can help you to open account on really good and trustful company where you can trade crypto futures. Within few minutes, I will show to you how you can do it. Just give me a few minutes. The next one, my friends, it is Solana. Solana inside in a range. Last time, beautiful short on Solana. You can see this one. Regarding at this moment, what we can do on Solana, honestly difficult because price, when I took this trade, you can see it was, this trade, it was at range high, at value area high, at value area low, I closed it. Because you can see price was above value area high. There was local open interest rise. And at that moment, there was some significant volume on BTC. At value area low, I closed that short trade. Price inside in a range, open interest dropping, no significant volume. Honestly, difficult place to trade. At this moment, I simply would wait at 76. Maybe there would be something good. And another place where I would wait for a trade, it would be around 96. In the middle, at this moment, I wait till I see some significant open interest increase. Repo. With my team, we took repo. We took repo trade. That trade didn't hit my target, because you can see what repo did. I closed part, and second part hit my break even. What was the reason why we took that trade? Because there was significant open interest absorption. You can see at low with no breakout. And that's what we will cover within a few minutes, that during current market conditions, it's super important to take trades only at powerful areas. And you can see it was exactly entire range low. What about right now? Honestly, most of that volume wiped out, because if we would take a trade, it would be important to be risk-free at this moment. If I would be in position, I would keep it. But to opening right now new position, I don't like an idea. Dogecoin. Dogecoin, there was significant open interest. As you can see, absorption at range high. Honestly, at this moment for Dogecoin, it would be important to see something like this. What I expect on Dogecoin, if price consolidate here a little bit, with bigger chance, I think price can go down, take range low, and only after that, there could be some bigger rise. If price would do something like this, only at range low, I would look for a new long opportunity. And the last one from Tapcoins, it's Sui, also inside in a range, nothing special at this moment. We simply wait for a key area where we can take a trade. Because at this moment, key place for a long around 80 to 57, and key place for a short of 107. Okay. Friends, any questions regarding coins that I showed to you at this moment? If you have no questions, write 0. AVAX, also example for you, how you can use open interest. You can see how you can use significant open interest and what price did. 11% drop. Within few minutes, I will show to you how you can use open interest in such condition, because at this moment, during such market condition, you need clear setup to take a trade. Gold, we will cover after all of this. After crypto, we will cover gold. And last coin that I would like to analyze, it is WorldCoin. How many of you would like detailed explanation why I shared quite a lot of short ideas on WorldCoin and how we took several short trades inside our community? Write plus, please. For hype, our long idea go on, price retested VWAP up. At this moment, price close to first target where you should close part of your long position. New long possible if there would be deep stop loss hunt. 34, it is a key place where we will take new long if price retested. Around that key level, of course. Good. For a start, I want to show to you that ideas which I showed inside our community, because March 20 inside our community. And what was the reason why I show it? Because there was significant open interest increase. What you should understand regarding open interest, because I trade open interest for quite a while, and the major idea with open interest, you should understand, this indicator shows to you where volatility increase, but it's not a guarantee that you will make significant money, because additionally, you need proper market structure. And what we do with our team and our community, we use additionally VWAP, and if you can see that significant volume entered, price drops below VWAP, with bigger chance there would be continuation of a drop, because it shows to you that seller is stronger. And in that case, you can take a trade at VWAP, or if price creates some local consolidation, at high of that consolidation, you take short trade. And you can see that was a reason why after that I showed inside our community short after consolidation. And after that, I shared additional several ideas with WorldCoin, as you can see. Drop had happened, and after that, new plan was new consolidation. We take new short. Long possible only if price flip VWAP. And you can see what price did, new consolidation, new additional drop. Why it's super important? Because once more, reaction to volume was downward. I had a big mistake several weeks ago when I traded what I thought instead of what I see. Because there was situation on Litecoin, if you remember. On Litecoin, we had such significant volume increase. If you remember, it was exactly this situation. How many of you remember this situation when in January, this massive open interest rise by more than 80%? If we calculate from here, nearly 100%. How many of you traded this? Write plus into a chat. And what happened after that? After that, as you can see, nearly each consolidation was opportunity to take short. Here, this consolidation, 13% drop. This consolidation, 22% drop. This consolidation, 26% drop. And even right now, as you can see, price is in a range. That's example for you when you follow the price, you follow the money instead of just creating some of your thoughts. Because that's how in reality you make money, because you simply follow. And that's what we did with WorldCoin, because we saw volume, we saw reaction downward, we follow it. In some cases, when you think too much, it's bad, because if price reaction is down, you follow it. Okay. That's why let's summarize regarding BTC. At this moment, BTC is in a range. Best place for a short if price take range high. Best place for a long at range low. In the middle, it is no man's land. The same for Ethereum and the same for Solana at this very moment. Regarding altcoins, trade them where significant volume enter. On LTC, the OE was showing a trap, right? No, because trap, it is what we took. What is trap? It is when some people try to push through the price and they see no result. For example, like here, there was massive open interest increase, and price failed to break down. That's a trap, because there was a lot of sellers who got absorbed and price went against them. That's a trap. But when you see that volume entered and price moves through, it goes breakout. The same on WorldCoin. Volume pushed price down. It wasn't a trap, because price made breakout from value. Is it good? Right? Write one into it from 1 to 10, my friends. Write please how is good, how clear I explain this stuff. Okay, let me show you additional. I came back. I came back. I came back, my friends. Yes. It looks like my internet doesn't want you to show you how you can work with us and how we can help you to become profitable. Once more, main problem for most of the people is that you don't have strategy and you don't have clear approach. And we can help you because you can work face to face with our traders, mentors who will guide you. It will save you ton of money, ton of time, because you watch different videos on YouTube and you can see that you don't have puzzles together, and we can help you to put together all these puzzles. That's why what you do, book one-on-one session with a pro trader. There would be this first link. You open it here, book my one-on-one session. There would be short squeeze, super short, because we need to know what's your experience. And after that, my team will help you. Like, you fill the form, and after that, my team will help you to scale up. Let's go to next questions. Some of person asked me about gold. Tell me, are you still here? Should we speak about gold futures? Write plus into your chat if you're still interested in gold, and after that we will cover in details strategies that you can use at this moment in such current market conditions to make money while price up and down. Yeah. uh, my friends, yes, I know that my internet is really weak, and because of that, on next day I will use. I think I need to switch to OBS because I use a StreamYard, and when you have slow internet, because of that, StreamYard works poorly. Only with good internet you can use StreamYard. Regarding gold, first, what you need to understand regarding gold. What do you use for gold analysis? Do you use order flow or not? First, regarding gold, we need to check option levels. Do you not? Do you? 47.38 buy price. Oh my god. 48, 47.38 buy price. You took here, yes? Or you took? Did you take it on futures or CFD? Short on gold right now. Oh my god. Why would you take short? Explain to me. My friends, one moment. I will show to you how you can analyze gold, what instruments you can use. Because for a start, at this moment, what we do, we record with you, we take with you data regarding futures. We are uploading futures data, crude oil, and gold futures, CFD. Can BTC reach 25K? It's possible in a case of some significant recession, when people will need money, because in what cases BTC can drop so low? Only if someone big got liquidated or a lot of holders need money. In what case they could need money? Only if there would be some significant recession. For example, they don't have money to pay rent, pay mortgage, and they sell what they can. And in that case, it would be possible that BTC could drop so low. Okay. What regarding gold? At this moment, as you can see, we have major option levels at 43.87, 40 and 4,000. Like it. It is major option levels. Do you see them correctly? It is our magnets. At high at 5,000. At this moment, major volume is here, new volume, and here. Globally, we have clear trend reversal on gold, as you can see. From this swing high, price retested VWAP. Price already did significant correction. That's why at this moment, if price stay below VWAP, from my point of view, there could be easily continuation of this downward structure. That's why here, if there would be some once more absorption, it would be possible to take short. But once more, only in a case of absorption. Globally, I do believe that on gold futures, as we saw finally trend reversal, and there could be some good, healthy correction. That's why on gold, if price stay below VWAP or another key areas where I would look for trades, it would be here. Something inside, it's really difficult to take. I can show to you how we can take trades on gold with order flow, but my friend, how do you analyze gold and what data can you use? You can use COMEX because when I analyze gold, when I analyze classical futures, because what you can see inside our community, on daily basis, we trade crypto and also we trade classical futures and even trading plans on daily basis. I can show to you that inside our community, we also show to, we also, as you can see, we trade indices. I mostly scalp NASDAQ with my team. As you can see, we trade it on daily basis. Like different sessions. What we do for classical markets, for legendary markets, we use ATAS because in ATAS we can see order flow, and we use also option levels. Why option levels is important? Because, bro, I know CFD broker don't provide order flow and footprint charts, but I want gold futures data in ATAS. How can I do so? Please tell or make detailed video. Man, if you need a help, what you do at this moment, you go below in description, you open this book 101 session, and we help you with crypto or futures on gold, currency pairs, whatever you wish, indices. And we help you to set up these platforms, and we show to you strategies that we do. Simply book a call and speak with my team, because there are quite a lot of details. Regarding once more futures on classical markets, let me show to you at this moment what's going on with gold. As you can see, we analyzed gold. Let me upload it. Few seconds. Like at this moment in front of you, it is a gold futures. As you can see, gold futures. We had significant sell-off. Have a look how after this massive sell-off, price did reverse. At this moment, price at VWAP, but we don't have any absorption. Pay attention how here, there was massive delta rise while price was in a range. And have a look how from this one, price did significant drop. That's example for you of good, beautiful, healthy absorption. And of course, here it is the best place to take short. Right now, we don't have local confirmation for a short trade, which means we have quite good place, but we need clear absorption to take a trade. I'm long at 47.38. Okay, let me check once more. Last time I checked gold. So, okay, let's check it on Oanda. Once more, you price, as you can see, started this massive upward structure. I would say something like this. We can do even VWAP from this biggest swing high. I think this key zone, it is a major area where you should look for short. Let's go on CFD. I think this area around 4,900, it is a key area for short because it is exactly this imbalance from 4,900. If there would be some significant volume absorption, it would be wise to take short trade. If, for example, price takes this imbalance, it's exactly here. You see massive delta with no result as here. It would be definitely a good place to take short with potentially entire swing low. Good? Right plus if it's good. On NQ, I take scalp trades, which in most cases are real time. I share these plans here inside our community on daily basis. It is real time, my apology, it is a real time scalping trades. They quite fast because of that you need to go through education, because in other case it would be difficult to take it, because you need to know most of my team at this moment who trade with us, most of my team they finish our education and they know their strategies, because for scalping why we mostly share trading plans signals only on crypto market, because main problem with scalping, it happens fast, and because of that you must finish education. Only if you finish education you make good result, because sometimes it takes 1-2 minutes to take a trade. Honestly, sometimes I don't have a time to take to give a signal to our community. It's example, it's Mykola, it is my Ukrainian student, and at this moment he was a beginner few weeks ago, few months ago, and at this moment nearly every day that he trade is profitable. I think within few months he will take several prop accounts and he will start making significant money. But this stuff only after education. Scalping is impossible as signals. That's a reason why we share signals mostly on crypto. I gave trading plans, of course. For example, for you, when I gave a trading plan, when session started, for example, yesterday, I gave trading plan where to take a trade. After that, price reached the key zone. Price, as you can see, rejected from that key zone. And in the end, from that key zone, price gave 4,500 ticks. Of course, nearly every session, I share such key areas where to take a trade. Okay, we covered major crypto plans. We covered gold. And at this moment, let's do crypto strategies that we can trade during these market conditions. Okay? Write plus, please, in the chat. Write plus into a chat if that's okay for you, such plan. And my friends, I ask you to support me with your like. As a person who trade at this moment, I would say I trade at this moment everything on the market, because I trade futures on classical markets. It is gold, oil, indices, and also on daily basis we trade crypto. And what major difference on a crypto market? It's way better to trade swing trades, because on indices there quite significant volatility, and you can scalp it. On a crypto market, you can see that some movement, for example, price can be in a range for 3 days, and after that, only within 1 day make a drop. And because of that, it's really difficult at this moment to scalp crypto. And what the most efficient way, we trade at this moment two major strategies. First strategy, we call it breakout. It is when we have some area where significant open interest entered. In both cases, we use open interest or volume. For example, as it was, as I showed to you example on WorldCoin or Litecoin, we have area where significant open interest entered. It is OE, open interest. Above is the price. After that, you can see that price, for example, dropped from area of accumulation. Area of accumulation, it is a place where that open interest entered. What's a logic here behind this? At this moment, listen carefully. Listen carefully, please. If there are a significant open interest increase, it means someone built a position. If market makers enter a market, entered a coin with, for example, 100 million worth of position, that means they would like to make money on that position and they need to push price into their direction. And often you will see, as it was on Litecoin, WorldCoin, here, for example, VWAP, price dropped. After that, price consolidate, poof, price dropped. Consolidate, dropped. You can use you can use area of significant open interest increase as a powerful support resistance zone, as a start of a trend move. And after that, what do? You wait for some consolidation. And at high of that consolidation, you look for short. And of course, at low of that consolidation, you would look for long because you can use this setup in both directions. And after that, you simply take short and at range high. Examples. Of course, the best example that you can ever see, it was on Litecoin because it was really not so far. Tiny area, you can see tiny range where open interest increased by 100%. You should understand 100%. It's a lot. It is approximately $100 million. It's only on Binance Bybit data. As you can see, it is indicator open interest aggregated by Bigger Trading. We aggregate data from two best exchanges on the planet with a futures data. It is Binance Bybit. And at this moment, we're also working how to add Hyperliquid because I think it is three most important futures exchanges. And you can see open interest increased. And what happened after that? Beautifully, nearly each of these, nearly every range ended with beautiful drop. That means what you do? You see a significant volume entered, and at VWAP or at range, you look for a trade to take continuation. Let me show to you several more examples. Of course, it is Litecoin that I showed to you. Another example, it was on WorldCoin that I showed to you. The same, as you can see. Open interest entered, price consolidate below VWAP, good drop. Another consolidation, another drop. Other examples for you. Another examples for you. You can see here. SUI, massive open interest increase. Price entirely below VWAP. And nearly each consolidation ended with significant drop. Another good example, which was on Solana. Beautiful open interest increased. You can see here, open interest increase. This stuff works the best when you have clear trend. For example, we have clear downward trend, it goes. In that case, it would be maybe one of the best setup because there would be significant volatility. What is the best part of open interest? How many of you would understand? Share with me. What is the best part of open interest in all of this? Okay, I see. Best part of open interest, nearly each time when you see significant open interest, rise the significant volatility. But you never use open interest alone. There always must be a proper market structure. Good? From 1 to 10, how clear is this setup? If this setup is clear, I will show to you another one. And second type of setup, it is completely opposite. This one, it is, we call it breakout. Another one, it is a trap or absorption. What's the major idea of a trap of absorption? Price is inside of significant key area. After the price reach, for example, range low, and you see a significant open interest increase, it would be better if there also significant negative delta if it is at range low, or positive delta and open interest rise at range high with no result. Often it will end as a trap and significant opposite move. The same example, it was here on Ripple. It was a reason why I took a trade on Ripple. You can see it was several open interest spikes. You can see here with no result, and there was mega negative delta. It means significant sellers tried to push through and they failed to do it, and it was at range low. It's super important that this stuff at key area. Another example, it was, I remember at FIL. Like this example, have a look. Massive open interest rise. Most of that open interest ended here. And what had happened? Beautiful rise. Another example for you on AVAX few days ago happened nearly the same situation. You can see price is in a range, and what happened here? Massive rise in open interest, but it's super important that most of that open interest entered exactly into a top. You can see most of that open interest entered in this tiny area, which means buyers who tried to push through failed and they got absorbed. And often price will go against them to take their stop losses. And you can see here significant drop with massive open interest. It means people who bought here, their stop losses were taken here. It calls trapped traders. Another example for you, Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Massive open interest rise, 20%, my friends. It's not 20%, that's a lot. It's not a joke. And that happened at range high. Once more, it's super important that this stuff happens at proper area, because if it happens inside in a range, there could be quite a lot of traps and it's difficult to take a trade. I love it only at range borders. What if there are a lot of negative delta or positive delta, but not open interest increase? It depends on market condition. If I see, for example, clear trend, for example, we have clear trend, and we have a big negative delta against the trend, I would definitely use it as a continuation. In that case, I would definitely use it as a continuation of a trend. Because sometimes you should understand that open interest, it shows to you what people do. Does people together open trades, close trades? But you should understand that, for example, some person can, for example, close 10 close trades if some person at the same moment open trades open interest would be neutral, but there are a lot of things happens on the market. That's a reason why it's also important to see what's going on with volume, because if there's significant volume, for example, sometimes there could be big volume spike, but nothing special on open interest. If you see something like that, it's also important. Once more, my friends, remind to you that we can teach you all of these techniques. It's you simply book one-on-one call with our traders, our mentors who trade on daily basis with me, who trade with me indices, crypto, other markets, and make money on daily basis. If that's what you're looking for, if you're tired of trading randomly, it's, for example, Yurki, it's our mentor, it's his trading session. If you're tired of trading randomly, you need clear strategy. You need step-by-step plan. Simply book one-on-one session. My team will show to you how exactly you can get it. Additionally, you can get access to our indicators, open interest, volume, and spot. When you book a call, my team will show to you how exactly you can get all of this. Okay, let's do at this moment question and answer session. Once more, let's summarize what's going on with the crypto market. I would be happy to take, honestly, some crypto trades, but at this moment, we have, as you can see, volatility dropped. And at this moment, as you can see, I take only two type of trades on a crypto. It is trend continuation when we have some significant open interest, or a trap if price in a range. But at this moment, you can see we don't have any of the setups on most of coins that we analyze. That's a reason why at this moment I don't have a trade. Last trade that I took, it was on Ripple. Last trade that I took, it was on Ripple. I shared it inside our community. You can see this Yuri trading plans. Why is that beautiful Ripple? You can see here, Ripple. I showed to my team what's my plan. You can see I warned my team that I plan to take a trade a few days before I actually took it, because there was significant open interest increase with massive negative delta, and there was no breakout. That's how absorption looks like. And when I saw additional, it was first significant delta, and when I saw second significant delta with no result, for me it was good confirmation to take a trade. Okay, I see no questions. Okay, my friends, we should short BTC until it reach. My friend, did you open a trade on BTC? If you say so, of course, price can drop, but what would be your stop loss? The most important question. Regarding this one, bro, I know CFD brokers don't provide. My friend, I trade, for example, Nasdaq on prop accounts and Bybit TradFi. In reality, Bybit TradFi, it's also CFD. And that's not a problem, because if you analyze in ATAS and you see data, because in the end, price move because there are significant volume, because there are a significant volume on a major exchange. It is on CME futures market. CME futures market, it's what in reality moves the price. And where when you see significant, let me show to you example. Even yesterday, you can see price yesterday when it is US session started dropping. And after that, you can see aggressive seller. You can see aggressive seller who pushed through. On futures market, I use two strategies on Nasdaq. It is when we have trend, we look for pullback, delta absorption, and continuation. That's our major strategy. Do you have active trade right now? My friend, we don't. I showed to our people why we didn't take a trade because according to my two strategies, there is nothing to do at this moment. Thank you, my friend. Can you analyze BNB from 2nd April to 5th of April? It was squeezing, but during squeezing, open interest was going down and still it made big move up. Okay, from 2nd to, let's check it. BNB, where's BNB? Uh, Pay attention to this significant open interest spike. You can see here there was massive open interest spike. And after that, you can see this massive move up. What's going on? Here, there was significant sellers who opened a lot of short positions. Someone absorbed that volume because you need to understand if someone opens short, there are always two sides of a trade. Someone opened long. Someone absorbed sellers, and because of that, sellers started to closing their short position. What happens with price when you close short position? Tell me, please. When you close short position, how it looks like based on order flow? You had short, you decide to close it. What you will see in your terminal? What button do you press? Yes, buying order flow, but down open interest. Yes, of course, down because when you close your short position, you buy back. When close it become long. When you have short position to close it, you buy back. And because of that, you reduce amount of open interest because if you had open short trade and you close it, you bought back, and because of that, you moved priced higher. It is a type of reversal where there is no significant aggressive player. It is a type of reversal when someone big got absorbed and they simply close their short position. Because of that, they forced to buy. Here, example for you how of order book because it could be crypto, it could be order book, you lift the price and you do it slowly. Honestly, it's not aggressive because aggressive it is when price do it within 1 2 candles, for example, as it was here. That's why open interest dropped. Okay, my friends, let me summarize to you and let's finish because US session will open within 1 hour. I will need to go. Once more, what we can trade at this moment on a crypto market. Regarding BTC, price in a range, key area for long 62, 600, 65, 100. Key area for short 76, 77, and 80. Ethereum key place for short 2385, key place for long 1800. Hype potential short in the case of retest of 34. Solana inside inner range, key place for long 76, 72, key place for short 96. Ripple, we tried to take long. Price already gave 8%, but at this moment, no additional result. That's a reason why I close it with small profit. Dogecoin. This trap we missed as opportunity for a short. Honestly, there could be some drop, and if price drop into 83.59, I will look for long in this area. SUI potential long only at range low around 0.80. At each of this level, you simply set up alerts and wait. Good? Rate please this live session from 1 to 10 because I know that it would be awesome to take some good trades, but it's example for you of discipline. Even our community, our student today wrote really good, important stuff that he focused on accuracy instead of. Hi, Yuri. Hope you are doing well. Just wanted to share a quick update from my side. Lately, I have stepped back a bit from being active, not because, but because I'm working on a different approach. Right now, I'm focusing on more discipline, only taking top I plus setup. Because it is a student, we took sessions with him, and major idea quality far more important than quantity. Next time I will have 1000 next time I will have 1000 megabits and you will have best internet connection on the planet. Remember, at this moment we have range market. It's not super active market. Best what you can do, wait for key zones, wait for traps, absorption, and take trades. Thank you for your webinar. I joined your Signal group via Bybit. I sent my ID. Kindly accept me. My friend, all stuff done by my team. If you want to join our education, or once more, remind you, if some of you would like to get such results on daily basis as we get with my teammates, when we make money on all markets, because we trade everything. We trade crypto, we trade futures, we trade gold, oil. Once more, what you need to do, below this video there's this one, book one-on-one session with our traders, and we will guide you, we will show to you step-by-step plan how you stop losing, how you get clear strategy that helps you understand what exactly you need to do to become profitable. Best side to work with us, that you get a lot of experience because we trade on daily basis. And additionally, all of you can get access to our scalping course. That's why what you do, once more, open this link, fill this quiz, write your contacts, and after that, my team will connect with you and will show to you how exactly you can get all of this stuff. Have a good day. I wish you a lot of profits.